And maybe this is even an interesting tip. If you're going through heartbreaks or you've just broken out from a relationship, get yourself busy, learn a new skill.
Pour your soul, your heart, and everything into what you know that will fetch you money.
Build yourself. I'm telling you, because if you build yourself, that guy will come back begging to be with you. So
even if he doesn't come back begging, right? You still see a lot of other people that will be in that stage,
or even better than him, maybe.
Maybe.
Hey, all my beautiful entrepreneurs, thank you so much for joining us today once more. I know a lot of you, when you hear about technology or software development, you know it's a male-dominated field. And you hear a lot of ladies saying, oh, technology is not meant for me, my place is in the kitchen, and so on and so forth. But today, do you know what? We are here to break all those stereotypes. We have with us a true inspiration, a tech lioness, a software developer, a woman tech maker ambassador. She's here to share with you all her experiences, what it takes for you to break all the obstacles when it comes to being a female software developer. Welcome back to Elevate with Miranda. On this channel, we discuss everything personal development, entrepreneurship, and technology. And today, we are all about what it takes for you to break all those barriers when it comes to building a successful career as a female developer. And I have with me a very special guest, Elizabeth Oyinlade. She's here to share her experiences with us and to give us all the small tips you need to succeed in your career. Thank you so much, Oyinlade.
Thank you, Miranda, for having me. Hello, everyone. My name is Oyinlade or Jesomi. I'm a software developer. I work as an integration specialist with Paystack, and I'm also a co-founder of Redeye. I work as a front-end developer and growth lead at Redeye. Thank you for having me.
I know you used to be a broadcaster. So what happened now? You're a developer. Tell us.
Okay, thank you so much. So I used to be a broadcaster. I love broadcasting so much. I mean, it's one of the things I actually enjoy doing, right? But I think there was a time that I felt like I needed more than what I was doing at that time. So I needed a new challenge. I felt like I was my broadcasting became kind of routine, right? So I feel like I needed a new challenge and I also want to go digital. So and then I looked into it that okay, I did not know where to actually start from. So I had to actually reach out to some of my friends that are already into tech that okay, I want to actually go digital, I want to have a digital skill, I wanted a new challenge, and can you guys guide me on how to go about it? And also, so they gave me some materials to actually read about different tech stacks, like which one interests me. Then they gave me digital marketing, they gave me front end, back end, machine learning, cyber security, and a whole lot of them, right? But the one that interested me at that time was front end developer, because I want to be building something and then I want people to actually see it, right? So I do not have a background in computer science. Like I was coming from education. I studied education and language arts at the university. I came into broadcasting and now software development, right?
Wow.
So
that's interesting. How did you manage all of those, knowing that you didn't have any background? Now you're working fully as a software developer. How did you manage the switch?
Miranda, it was not easy, right? Because at the time I was actually transitioning into tech. I was still doing broadcasting, which is like a full-time job, right? So it wasn't easy. But one of the things that actually kept me going was the fact that I had the determination. One thing is that I'm a go-getter. If I feel like I want to do something, I always put my heart into it, my effort, everything into it. So I always go. I always want to actually achieve it. I don't like starting something and then not completing or finishing it, right? So that's one of the things. Second thing is because I feel like this is what I want to do. I thought about where I want to be in the next 10 years, right? I feel like this skill will actually be important in being there in the next 5-10 years, right? So, and if I want to be there in the next 5-10 years, I have to actually get it done. So I gave myself a lot of push. I cut down a lot of excesses because I mean I was still doing my full-time job, right? So I had to cut down on like my movies. I love watching Korean movies. And if you're a lover of Korean movie, you know how long it can actually be 16 episodes, 20 episodes, 24 episodes. So I had to actually cut it down. So I stopped watching Korean movies. I even stopped watching movies so that I don't get distracted because I know that if I start watching movies, I want to actually continue. So I cut it down. So I cut that down. The number of the hours of my sleep time, I cut it down also. I used to actually enjoy my sleep between 10 to like maybe 6 a.m. or
Yeah.
5 a.m. if I'm on duty. So
Yeah.
I had to cut it down also. So I cut it down to like 5 hours, 4 hours at times if I have to be on morning news at my radio station. And also another thing is the fact that my radio station also supported me, right? So I told the director of the radio station then that I'm doing this. Is there any help the radio station can actually do for me? And they actually arrange my schedule to also fit in my class schedule so that it doesn't actually overlap.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So and I think it's more or less like self push, determination, and
Yeah.
trying to achieve whatever I've set out to
Yeah,
do that
no,
actually made
yeah.
me to be here today.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, thank
Knowing
you.
what you want, and what now you saying all of those. The question in my mind is, did that affect your personal relationship? Because of course you're a beautiful lady. Maybe she's in a relationship, and even you saying that you cut down your outings and all of those. Maybe you cut down your interactions with your friends. Were there times where you felt like maybe I don't know your friends were being affected by all of these changes?
Okay, yeah. So I think for the relationship part, right? At that time, I was actually coming out of breakup, right? So I channel all my energy into learning this. So I don't even have the time to think about I broke up with a guy, right? Because I was so busy with my life. So maybe when I just want to sleep at night, I just think about, oh, this guy is not here. But then I was really tired. So maybe thinking about it for 5 minutes, I just slept.
So it even helped you to.
It helped me, right? So because I channeled all my energy and
Yeah.
everything into my learning, right? So maybe I just go back at home by maybe 10 or 11 p.m. and then I want to say, oh, this guy is not here. In the next 5-10 minutes, I've already slept off. The following morning, new day, new activities, things for me to achieve. I don't have the time, right?
Yeah.
So, but then for my friends, right, it's also affected a bit because I could not actually spend time as I used to spend time with them, go out, even though I'm not like going out type, right? But that little time that we still spend together, I really do not. But they at that time they were able to understand that this is what's actually going on with me. And but still we actually make sure that we keep on talking on phone at times. So I think that's how it was when I was actually learning. Right.
So I think these things, the most important, the main thing is communicating. If you have this kind of vision, there's something you're into at the moment, don't keep it away from your loved ones.
Yeah.
But even if you're in a relationship, make sure your partner knows exactly what you are into, and make him to understand that it's just for a period, right? And maybe this is even an interesting tip. If you're going through heartbreaks or you've just broken out from a relationship,
Yes.
get yourself busy, learn a new skill.
Pour your soul, your heart, and everything into what you know that will fetch you money.
Yeah.
Please.
Build yourself. I'm telling you, because if you build yourself, that guy will come back begging to be with you. So
even if he doesn't come back begging, right?
Yeah.
You still see a lot of other people that will be in that stage.
Or even
that
better
you
than
are,
him,
or
maybe.
better than him, maybe.
Uh-huh.
Or something like someone that like you'll be able to see people that you deserve because you have the skills, right? So I think that's another thing. Yeah.
And then, okay, now let's go back to our topic. Do you think, was there any time you felt like maybe because you knowing that this is a male dominated field and maybe in the midst of your friends working with people, was there a time you felt like your technical expertise was being questioned, especially knowing that you don't have a computer science background? Like you gave your point of view and people are like, well, can anything good?
Okay, you mean stereotypes?
Stereotypes, yeah.
I've never had that kind of experience before, right? I think I know people that they've had that experience before, but I've never had that kind of experience before. And I think one of the things that helped me is the fact that I know my onions very well. Yeah, you know when Bible was saying something about whatever your hand finds doing, right? Do it well.
Wow.
So when they know that you have something upstairs, when they know that if you want to contribute, you contribute meaningfully, they are not going to shun you out of conversation. In fact, they will invite you to come and actually talk.
Yeah.
Do you get? So I've never been there before. Maybe because people that at that time when I was actually learning, right? I'm somebody that I'm still learning, right? Because I'm still growing. But I'm somebody that I'm very, very open to correction. I'm very expressive, right? So I tend to ask people questions. And from there they started connecting me with their friends. And even if you have to go to go to events, to go to an event, right? They call me to talk. I have things to say. Like, it's not like I don't know what to say, which is why it is very important that if you are doing something, be the master in that field. When people come to you for questions, they be able to get answers. So if they know that this person actually has something that's to contribute meaningfully, they will ask you to come and join them in the conversation. That is one of the things that actually helped me. Another thing that helped me is the fact that there has been a lot of campaign about encouraging women to actually take part in tech world, right? So, and then a whole lot of women are now in this field. So we have a lot of women in this field now that they are doing awesomely well in this field. So it has given even if they want to say this is male dominated, it's not like the way it used to be. It's no longer pronounced, right? And the fact that they know that women are actually coming up, if they come with everything, passion, emotion, souls, like they pour their heart into
and that's the
it.
advantage of
So
being a woman in tech.
so I think that stereotype, it's no longer the way it used to be. And so I just want to implore you that if you are going into, it might not even be tech, right? Just make sure that you know it very well. Be the master in that field. So if people come to you with questions, you'll be able to answer. The next time they see you, they call you to come and talk. Yeah, so I think those are the things that actually
this is even advantageous because we're in the 21st century. You have the internet. You have everything you can ever need, like any information is readily available on the internet. So you do your part very well, do your research, and you not find yourself wanting in any part, right? So, and but we spoke about, what about like imposter syndrome?
Okay.
I'm sure you had some imposter syndrome. How did you deal with
I've had that before. See, even starting my tech career, it's not like it wasn't a walk in the park, right? Just like I was saying, it took me a lot of effort and a lot of examination, right? I could remember when I finished my training at Microvast, and I was the first interview as a developer that I got was at Paystack. So I felt like, hey, Paystack, am I sure I'm ready? Like, and then I had a lot of questions on my mind that, hey, like, do I need to learn more? Do I think I know JavaScript enough? Do I need to, like, how many months have I been learning that I think I want to go and interview at Paystack, right? But I spoke to people, and then I felt like, okay, what's the worst thing that can actually come up out of it? But this time that the question was coming, I've already prepared though. I've already prepared, and it was just few days to the interview, and then these questions started coming. And I understand. So what I did was that I asked questions from people that I know that were working in fintech space, kind of person I need to actually prepare myself for. And also apart from that, I think another, even apart from when just to let you know, I got the job at Paystack.
Wow.
Yeah, I got it, right? And even after that, right, there has been a lot of time that I have a product I want to build, and I feel like, hey, will I be able to build this thing? Like, but then internet is actually there. Go and ask questions on the internet. Check YouTube videos on how it has been done before. I can remember there was a particular time that was called actually come and talk at an event. It's a tech event, and then in my mind I was like, okay, Oyinlade, when did you start software development that you're actually going there to actually talk to developers?
And you'll be thinking, what if they ask a question I cannot answer?
They ask a question I cannot answer? It came. And in my mind, I had to actually reach out to some of my friends. And then thanks to my friends, I have some amazing people in my corner. Like, shout out to all of my friends. I cannot be mentioning your names here, right? But I have amazing network of people that I can actually talk to. And then when I'm feeling like, oh, I can't do this, they actually talk to me and they reset my brain to, you can actually do it. It's you, like they will know what you can actually do. So, and then I think another thing is that whenever you have imposter syndrome, think about it. What is it that you want to do? At one point or the other, we all feel it, right? So think about, what is it that I need to do? What are the things I'm doubting myself about? Go on the internet, Google it, prepare yourself very well. The worst thing, if they ask you a question that you cannot answer, no one is an island of knowledge, right? So I don't know it, but we can all learn together, right? So I mean, it's
not
easy.
If you don't know how to answer, just say you do more research on that and get back to the person, right? So it's very easy. It's not the end of the world. And while you were sharing that, what came to my mind, I've seen a lot of ladies in their career, when you see, and the thing is, you see, like, men, they have a lot of opportunities owning high positions in companies, because I feel like they push themselves more. When you see, for example, a job post, you see the requirements, you need this one, you need this one. A man, even if the man doesn't have all those requirements, you'll still apply for that job. You'll go to, but for ladies, to say, I need to be perfect, I need to have all of these skills.
I think we need to actually come out of that perfectionist. Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. And which is also an advantage, right? Because when you are building a user interface as a perfectionist, as a woman, you want it to be perfect, to be so good, right?
Yeah.
But when you are going for, like, when there's job interview
Mhm.
or something, you don't need to have all of
Oh,
those
yeah.
listed requirements.
Mhm.
Once you have like two or three,
Yeah.
like, apply. The worst thing they can say is that, oh, sorry, we are moving on with other
Yes.
people, and we still dust our CV and apply to other places.
Mhm.
So it's just like that,
Yeah.
and you don't even know what you might actually hear from them. You might not hear a no. It
Yeah.
might be a yes. So
And it's very inspiring that you apply for place like your first job. You say it was your
yeah,
first in
after
so.
I finished microvers
Mhm.
around January
Mhm.
2023,
Mhm.
and then that was when I saw the job, and by March
Mhm.
2023 I got the job.
That is interesting. Now, talking about microverse, for somebody, by the way, if you're liking this content so far, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and, of course, subscribe to the channel. Yeah, so now, for a lady or a guy, whoever that's watching this video, maybe the person really wants to, with all of this, you've inspired that viewer so much, and the person really wants to start, but maybe she doesn't have an experience in computer science or in software development or a computer science background. She doesn't have the network. Maybe you're privileged to have people to support you. How do you think such a person can get started?
Well, I think it's easy, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
right now we are in digital world, right? We
Mm-hmm.
are in a global village. Everything that you want to learn is on the YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there is nothing you want to learn today that you do not see on Google.
Mm-hmm.
Just search for it.
Yeah.
I think that even if you don't have anyone that can actually help you, go on the internet, look into it. Okay, you want to do a software developer. What are the software developers development skills that you actually need?
Yeah.
That's the first step.
Mm-hmm.
Now you've seen different stacks, right? Okay, read about them. What does front end entails? What does back end entails? What does data science entails, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you look into it. Does it align with my passion?
Yeah.
Does it align with my personality, with what I
Mm-hmm.
see myself doing?
Mm-hmm.
Now you've decided that you want to do you want to become a front end developer. What are the things I need to learn? Ask the right questions, step by steps,
Mm-hmm.
guidance on
Mm-hmm.
how to become a software developer, or how to become a front-end developer. Ask GPT. GPT will list you the courses, and
Yeah.
then go on YouTube. Even if you go on YouTube, just ask for roadmap to
Mm-hmm.
become a front-end developer. You will see different videos,
Yeah.
and by the time you see two or three videos and then they are saying the same thing,
Mm-hmm.
you start writing it down. Okay, the first thing I need to learn to become a front-end developer is HTML. Go on YouTube again,
Mm-hmm.
search for videos on YouTube. And one of the things I usually do whenever I want to actually pick a course
Mm-hmm.
on YouTube is the fact that I would check the course, and once I've gotten the course I want to learn, I check the comments on that course. Oh, is it like engaging? Is it enlightening? What are people saying about it? So that I can actually make informed decision before I invest my time into learning from that particular video. So you can also try that. And also, you don't have people, it's not an excuse. You don't have a network of people, it's not an excuse. I've had series of people reaching out to me on
Mm-hmm.
LinkedIn, trying to connect with me that, okay, I can see that you're actually doing well in front end development.
Mm-hmm.
Can you mentor me? And I have people that we're actually working together, like
Mm-hmm.
mentoring each other, like I'm mentoring them and then they're actually doing well. So reach out to people. Like, if you see somebody that is doing well on LinkedIn, reach out to them, speak out. If you do not ask, you don't know what they will say. Bible says, ask and it shall be given unto you. So go on LinkedIn. If you see that you know somebody that is actually doing well in the field that you are interested in, reach out to them. Oh, I saw that you're actually doing well in this field. Would you like to mentor me?
Mentoring.
The worst thing they can say is a no. And who knows, they might actually say
Take a
yes.
yes, like,
So
yeah.
just ask the question, and who knows, we actually get somebody to mentor you.
Talking about mentoring, she is a woman tech maker ambassador.
Yeah.
She's mentoring a lot of people, ladies, guys, into software development. So you can always reach out to her. All her details are in the description section below. Connect with her on LinkedIn. Ask her all of those questions. Disturb her. She's here to answer all your questions. So, and if you've loved this video so far, if you've gained some knowledge from this content, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. So, do you have anything to say, any other advice to give to all our viewers, those who want to
Okay.
get started, they don't know how to go, anything we haven't spoken about?
I also want to tell them that if you want to start learning or becoming a software developer today, once you've started, make sure that you also make yourself appeared on social media, especially on LinkedIn. Talk about your journey. Oh, you started learning HTML. If you are stuck on something, reach out, like write about it on LinkedIn. You see people that want to actually help you. And when people have a kind of understanding of your journey, how it has been, you build a product, you put it on LinkedIn. People can actually interact with it. They put their comments there. They will also want to help you. By the time you are looking for a job, you have people that will recommend you. Yeah, so something like that. Make sure that you build your brand on social media also. It's also important.
Also, talking about community, I know I discovered that you can search maybe for tech communities around you. Maybe you can search, if you are in Ghana, we are in Ghana right now, you can search for tech communities in Ghana or in Cameroon or in Nigeria, and I think you'll find a lot of those communities out there which you can join. Now, can you just to say, encourage someone in Yoruba? She teaches Yoruba, by the way. Yeah. So I just want you to say something to all your Yoruba friends, just to encourage them, push them to get started. Okay.
Okay, so ẹ̀yin èèyàn mi nílé lóko, ẹ kú dédé wòyí o. Ọmọ yín náà ni Oyinlade Ọ̀jẹ̀sánmi. Ẹ máa gbọ́ ètò Elevate pẹ̀lú Miranda ní gbogbo ìgbà. Oyinlade Ọ̀jẹ̀sánmi òun lorúkọ mi jẹ́. Ẹ ṣeun tẹ́ ń wò wá.
Oh,
I just did a shout out to them, and then I told them to be watching Elevate with Miranda.
Thank you. Watch Elevate with Miranda. Thank you so much.
And if you want to learn Yoruba language, I have a YouTube channel, Oyinlade Ọ̀jẹ̀sánmi. Just search for it. You see lots of content on how to learn Yoruba.
So you check it in the description.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being with us up to this point. If you're interested in getting deeper into tech, the software development, tech entrepreneurship, or even for you as a ladies, we've created a cheat sheet for you with all the details, all the requirements, all the resources you need from start to finish. Check in the description section below, join our email list, and you'll be right in the game.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.